Hello, my name is Christy Nelson, and I will be discussing challenges among the multi cloud. I hope you're all enjoying the Cloud Maturity Summit, but my focus will be specifically on this topic. Just wanted to give you a brief intro. I'm a paralegal, and instead of going to law school, I decided to get my MBA. Upon completion, my passion was to start my own consulting firm. I also wanted to give you an outline of the presentation. We're going to start off with COVID's impact on the cloud era. I will give you some multi cloud basics, take you on some short steps to the multi cloud journey and what it entails. I also wanted to share some regional challenges with multi cloud, and then we're going to finish it off with what the future holds for this technology. Let's begin with COVID's impact. Well, overall, we know that technology has definitely benefited. However, the cloud created an accelerated use of this technology because the focus is to continue their operations and they needed to do it with speed and agility. As a result, governance was sidelined because it was not a priority at the time. But now that everyone has their cloud usage in operations, it's now time to restore that balance between operations and compliance so that business can continue to run more efficiently. Let's touch on some cloud basics. What is multi cloud? Well, it's an approach where you're using more than one cloud services to deploy either public or privately and to operate them along with aligning with storage as a single infrastructure. According to Gartner studies, there are competitive advantages, as in being more cost effective. You also have the freedom to choose vendors for specific business solutions and accessibility to new technology because they're always changing and this is a rapid sector that we're dealing with. Strategically, you have more leverage as a business to have more capabilities in your operations and services, and you're not monopolized and risking being limited with the services of one vendor. Just some basics on the market overall. There is an expecting growth between 2020 and 2025 of a 15% CAGR. However, I'm going to be more optimistic. There will be more businesses entering into the space, and as businesses mature, they will need more services to fulfill greater demands of their consumers and operations. The market is divided by type, public or private, and applications are a great way for businesses who are looking to expand to identify niche markets. Now we're off to our cloud journey. There are four phases that I am going to touch on. The first phase is the discovery phase. You have to know what your business IT landscape is in order to access it for further determination as far as what you have currently in order to decide what will be moved to the cloud. Then there's migration. Start small is usually the best way. As you chart a course, make sure that the course makes common sense with intelligence as far as the workloads that you will be migrating to the cloud and the order of which these workloads will be migrated. The third phase, which is management. This is very important because this is the phase where you have to assess your costs and base it on ROI as far as the business services and knowing what each cost is to run each application. Then there's optimization, which is the final phase. This is where you develop the processes and policy to set control costs and use among the cloud throughout your entire organization. I decided to discuss challenges from a regional perspective based on three basic terms. The United States challenge with multi cloud, according to Gartner, is compliance. Specifically, it's security. And a new 4-point strategy has been implemented where there is prediction, prevention, detection, and response to quickly adapt to any changes in order to maintain business continuity. The bottom line is to secure a digital environment in order to deploy and scale quickly to keep up with the pace of this technology. Interestingly, the EU region's challenge deals with the term capabilities. According to Flexera, the EU region shows more aggressive cloud migration than the US. So their challenge is more the use on the usage side as far as understanding the cost implications of software and the feasibility of understanding application as far as how it's going to relate to their business dependencies and serving their consumers. Move on to the Middle East region. Their challenges deal with collaboration. According to McKinsey, they have been disrupting the digital landscape since 2016. Their challenge is not only to continue accelerating in digital transformation through cloud adoption, but to accelerate integration of new technologies. Specifically, I did some research and found out their current strategy is an attempt to bring their applications of data processing and clouds closer to consumers to provide more accessibility and interconnectivity. And finally, what does the future of multi cloud management hold? One phrase comes to mind, and that is the hybrid multi cloud movement. Businesses will become more technologically advanced, and so will their demand for migration and integration of systems, not only to facilitate their operations, but to ensure that they meet the demands of their consumers. And finally, the EU's centralized means to continue their acceleration in this technology space is the center of excellence. Their goal is to strengthen their leadership in high performance computing, continue their advanced research to improve multi cloud performance. Ending my webinar on the multi cloud and its challenges from a regional perspective.